Today's the 12th of May, it's 2025, and we're on the east coast of Mallorca, and we've come to Porto Colom. So it's somewhere I don't think we've ever been before, I certainly don't recognise it. We've just had a little drive through, parked up, no problem parking, and now we're just going to have a little walk around the port. Well, Anita has just gone across the road because she's seen a shop that's open, which is what Anita does. So I'll just walk down to the water's edge. This is a very, very enclosed harbour. And so I guess there's lots of places to visit all around there. We're not going to have time to do all of this today. Certainly not going to have time to walk around that part over there. We've got to go and pick the girls up from school later on. I'm not even sure where the entrance to the sea is. I think it might be over there somewhere. It's totally enclosed, so meaning that this is really quite a huge sheltered harbour. Hence the name, I suppose, Porto Colom. And there's masses of space to more boats in here. It's just making me wonder why it's not more populated. There seems lots of spaces on the quay. And there's Anita, she's had a look in the shop. We've just been staying in Sacoma again. That particular area seems to be one of our favourites. Certainly it was convenient for what we needed. We were only there for one night, so I think it's the first time we've ever done a hotel just for one night, and it worked out perfectly. Excellent price, good hotel, nothing extravagant, but certainly served our purpose very well, and gave us an opportunity to spend a couple of days over on the east coast of the island, which is something we find a little bit far to drive to, at least if you're only going for a few hours. So it's just stopping off and staying for the night. You see there's some little quays there, and hardly any boats really.
Plenty of parking, isn't there?
Plenty of parking.
Nice restaurants.
Some nice looking restaurants. Yep, I'm pretty sure we've never been here before. Pretty sure this is our first visit to Porto Colom. And it's going to be a quick visit. We've only got about an hour or so to spend here. So give you an opportunity for us and for you to see what it's like. And then we'll have to come back. No big high-rise blocks here. There's clearly some apartments and houses close to the sea. And obviously a fishing village. Sort of things we see down in Portocolom where they put the fishing nets out. Well, we've got some of the fishing gear here on the quayside. Some of it looks as though it might have been here for quite a while.
Petrol station.
I just noticed the petrol station there. 2 pumps by the side of the road with a little express. Yeah.
Is this for the boats, is it?
No, it's a petrol station. Yeah. There's a petrol station there for the boats. You need a big long hose, don't you? So that's, we came in through that road on the top there and we noticed a few shops, but we'll carry on walking by the sea and we'll perhaps come back that way.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It is a really pretty place. Now these boats, I don't know, but these are very much like the boats that have been arriving on the island non-stop over the past few months, bringing people from Africa.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm guessing that's what they are. Or something like that for sure. And then these are the little fishing boats. And all the nets here and the gear.
You smell them.
And here's the port de Porto Colom. And this is the road actually of the fishing. And this is the fishing and the fishing area. That's the office for the port. Lots of nice little boats here, which is nice, and then nice semi-grand buildings here, like that. Big terrace overlooking the water. So I had a message actually some time ago asking me if we'd been to Porto Colom and done a video, and at that point we hadn't. And I need to find another shop, of course. I said, well, I don't think we have been there. We certainly haven't done a video. And so I said, I did promise that we would do that. So this is the fulfilment on that promise of us coming to Porto Colom and having a look around. If you want a boat to rent, then there's lots of them here. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I think it's actually exceeding any expectation that I might have had. Lovely sitting area here. It's a bit exposed, there's no shade, and perfect for now, but give it a few weeks' time, it's going to be very hot here. I can see a lighthouse over there now, so yeah, that must be where the entrance to this port is. But the area is huge, much bigger than I expected. I've seen it on the maps, but now that I'm actually here, it is a much bigger area than I thought. We're not too far from Porto Cristo. We've just driven through Porto Cristo to get here down from Sacoma, which is also a nice port area. There's a few bigger boats over there.
Well, are we going to get up?
And they obviously have a sailing school here. And the water is very clear, and I can see fish down at the bottom there, quite deep down. Today's Monday. Very quiet. What a lovely sleepy corner of Mallorca we've discovered. Show you the land side. Again, just low-rise buildings. Can see a crane just beyond there, so I'm not sure what they're building. the weather forecast isn't so good for the island at the moment. There's storm warnings out for the whole island, really.
Clouds are building up now.
The clouds are building up, yeah. And potential for some quite torrential rain, which we had yesterday at the hotel in Sakoma. It absolutely threw it down. These storms quite often localized. And when I looked at the maps, the radar maps, at that particular time it was very much localized over us and to the north, near to Arta.
Like these. Take one of those home.
Yeah, I'll have to have some of. Get a bit closer, you can see these. Really lovely. I'm going to take some photos. I'll put the photos at the end. Well, I've just taken lots and lots of photos of these, so I'll tag those on at the end. But I think they're quite amazing. And there's a little plaque over here which tells us who they are. Nesnan, which is the sculptor in iron and stone, Antonoli Nesmanov. Well, the port obviously goes on round and round. It is a really big area, and we're just going to get across the road here. There's a lot of green area around as well. Big anchor across the way. It's the cranes I could see, and here we do have some more modern buildings. But, as I said, when we drove in, this is actually the road we drove along. Give you a bit of an image of where we came through, and we did see a few shops along here. See, the clouds are building up. The temperature, I think, is quite mild, quite nice. 23, 24 maybe, 25, I don't know. See if we can see a thermometer on the way. Little supermarket there, selling ecological goods. Big thing on the island now. You can see we're just walking parallel to the seafront. There are more streets off up to the right, which I think may be just housing. We're not going to have time to explore those.
Other hotels here as well.
Oh, there must be. I mean, I've already heard some English voices wandering around, and a lady who contacted me said she was coming to stay here, so I assume they're staying in a hotel. Ferreteria across the road, and a ferreteria that specialises in things nautic to do with the sea. Hairdressers.
English registered car.
Bank across the road there. It's one of the streets that goes up away from the sea, and then down here, that's where the sea is. Bank's busy. Building at the end there looks derelict, but it says Bar El Pino, but it does look derelict. And on the opposite corner there's another bar which I don't know, looks like a locals bar. Gent Gran. Smell the fish. We've not long had breakfast, so we're not calling into anywhere for coffees or anything. We're just
Had three.
yeah.
You've had four, I think.
Oh yeah, at least four, yes. Because we had one in the bedroom as well. The bedroom had an espresso machine in. It was quite handy for us, so we like that sort of coffee. And there was a few pods there. The thing that they didn't have was any milk, and we do like to have milk. Did we leave that?
In the fridge.
We've left the milk in the fridge.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And the water.
And the water. Oh, never mind.
We used it, didn't we?
Local fruit and veg. Some of it's local, some of it's been imported. And then this is the gas station, the petrol station we're talking about. There aren't any more shops up there. Shall we just have a walk one street back? Just noticed that there was a shop on the corner here. Business. I think the church is a little bit further over, but we've now found the plaza. So, big square here, which says the panaderia, but that's not, doesn't look very open. I think the church, I saw a church on the other side of the bay, so on here, street cleaners are out. It's something they do really well all over the island, cleaning the streets. can see there's lots of parking just in the back streets as well. And we're actually in a little car park, which is right by the sea. But there were a couple of spaces in there. There's another street here. Let's go and have a look at this one as well. There are streets that keep running parallel. Big wide pavement.
Pavement.
It is, isn't it? Oh, there's a live cat.
It's all shuttered up, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we've walked past about 3, maybe 4 hairdressers, and there's another one here, and another ferreteria. Get yourself a wheelbarrow or a pair of step ladders. Chains. To be well stocked, and there's the barbers. Another one across the road. Hairdressers. And a real estate agent, which is something you find all over the island. Just have a little walk down here before we go back to the car. Car's back there behind us. So it looks as though, well, it is all cordoned off over there, so they are going to be doing some work on the front. There's property for sale and for rent. 3.6 million, 650 million. No, sorry, 650,000. Bit out of our price bracket.
It's a long way out here, don't we?
And it is, yeah, we are. It is a long way from Palma, but it is on the bus route. I've just seen a bus go down. Postman doing his rounds. So they've been doing some demolishing work here, some building work to go in its place. I do wish they would keep the buildings in keeping with the surroundings. I'm not sure some of these are in keeping. This is what the original buildings would have looked like. I'm not sure the colour's right, but that's what the original buildings along here would have been like. And then you've got these new additions. There would have all been low-rise fishing houses. So I'm guessing this is like an original. It's my imagination anyway. Well, this is a hotel. And it's a 5-star hotel. No, 5-star hotel. Who'd have thought that? Oh, somewhere to get an ice cream. And this is a tourist rental. Got the ETV sign out there. Some more modern buildings across the road. A few more minutes.
Yeah.
It is quite a sprawling area, so I'll walk a little bit further. I do like this wooded area just away from the sea. Hopefully we can walk back on the other side. Bench there.
Nice villa.
It's a nice Villa Madrid from 1943. But that was in such a wonderful spot, or is in such a wonderful spot. Just overlooking through the pine trees. Coffee bar. Coffee and more. Oh yes, cakes. Nice little restaurant there.
Da oben am Horizont seht ihr
That's a big place, isn't it?
It is. Look at that road, that goes up quite a way. Well, this is the area I said we wouldn't be coming to because I didn't think we'd be walking this far, but we've still got a few minutes.
Another photo down there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Got a dive centre in front. That's your sort of thing.
Looks like it's the hotel there.
Yeah, over that side looks like we do have some more slightly higher rise, I wouldn't say high rise, but higher rise buildings, and that looks like a hotel for sure. And then Big wide open streets and masses of parking. This is really quite a contrast to what is being portrayed everywhere about Mallorca being so full and overcrowded. And here we are in Porto Colom, and it's empty. Maybe I should be keeping this a secret. It's the dive centre. So obviously some people know about it. Oh. And there is a, well, that definitely looks like a hotel behind there. And a big square with lots of restaurants. We better walk around here, darling. Do a big circle round and then start on our way back. And that's the bus stop there, which will take you on your journey. It's only just afternoon, so restaurants are not open yet. Just to give you a bit of a picture. This is La Niña. These are big places as well. With lots of indoor space and lots of outdoor space. Lots and lots of outdoor space. But the whole square here is just a big area with different restaurants. La Pinta y la Santa Maria. And there's another one at the end there. Cafeteria Joanie. And the J Hess Hotel at the top there. It's quite an eye-opener.
Yeah. Looks like this.
Yeah?
A few little boats in the little village.
This is a creperia and gelateria. Get your ice creams here and your crepes.
Magical. No.
Marchal. Right, it clearly goes on and on around there, which we can't do. We haven't got time to do that today. I'm going to be heading back to the car now. But, we've got some cloud heading towards us, so hopefully we'll get to the car before they get to us. Oh, there's a map here. So this gives us a bit of an idea where we are. This is Porto Colom here. This is Caldas de Majorca up at the top there. Oh, big area around there. And we're in the area of Felanich, and on the way back we'll be driving through Felanich. Someone recently suggested that I put a map on just to show people where we are on the island, and perhaps I need to do that to show you where Porto Colom is. This is it. This is Porto Colom. There's some unfinished work over there. think we'll have a photo. There's the clouds that are coming our way. They've got rain in them. Do you like this? There's no beach here as such, just rocks. You can just walk right up to the sea, and the sea's very clear. Little stony, pebbly place there. You need to go a little bit further around if you want to go to a beach, and then just rocks. But you really can't get any big waves here because it's totally enclosed. So you just, whatever the weather's like, it's only ever going to be ripples. It's a bit uneven underfoot.
Just be careful.
It's got a new trainers on to get them dirty. Can walk perhaps a little bit along the seaside, going back. Well, actually,
Hilly up there.
it is hilly, yeah. This is all directions up there. We are, and the village is, at least this part, is very close to sea level. I guess here we're only about a metre above sea level, if that. There's some steps there. I wonder where they went to. I think there might have been a jetty. There's a jetty, stone jetty out there. Looks like there might have been one there as well. Gone. Actually, a little bit of sand there.
It's the sandy beach.
That's the sandy beach. I think actually if we'd followed it around, followed the bay round, I think we may well have come to a sandy beach on the other side. You can see in the distance. And these buildings here, which are indicated as not being very safe, are the old fishing garages, I don't know what you call them, docks for the fishing boats, which must have been built a long time ago. But now fallen into disrepair. This is the area of pine trees. It just looks so nice. Some old steps there running down. People have just put their boats upside down in here. Pretty walk in the pine trees. Yeah, the temperature's good.
Shouldn't really be walking on this, should we?
No. Bird there. Something in its beak looking at us.
It was lovely in the hotel room this morning, very early, hearing the birds singing.
Yeah, and we've got some birds singing here. A little sandy beach there. And then we get some more of these boat storage areas here, which again all been fenced off. Hopefully they can do something with that, actually make use of them. I think a wonderful asset to have right by the sea. An area here which could easily be made into a garden area. With the promenade on the roof of the moorings. More or less back to the car now. These are interesting shapes. Here we are, big circle done. That's the shop where we started and Nita went in to have a look. Well, I really enjoyed that. It's a really different place, new place for us, and I think maybe somewhere we need to come back to and perhaps spend a little bit more time here, have a bit more of a look around, maybe have some lunch one day. Anyway,
Very nice.
thanks very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. So bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.